Leo, Houston, Texas, the great KTRH. Go.
Yeah, good evening. I'll call because I'm kind of concerned about talk radio in a way. Being a Democrat, we like a worthy opponent, but I'm not seeing that in Republicans and conservatives right now. When listening to conservative talk radio, all I hear is a lot of rhetoric, pile on negative crap about the Obama administration, but what's missing are Republicans. No Republicans that I've noticed when listening to talk radio are on these shows offering solutions.
All right, Leo, let me tell you something. This isn't a show where we put on Republicans to offer solutions. You're talking like a liberal politician. This issue about offering solutions, let me explain a few things from my conservative perspective. Number one, it is not always the place of the government to offer solutions. Do you understand that?
Gentlemen, crap over there.
All right, shut up, you idiot. I'm trying to address you. Do you want to be heard or not? Get out of here. You didn't hear a word I said. So let me try. I'll talk to Leo in absentia, meaning his absence. The issue isn't whether we have solutions for everything. Any idiot can come up with a quote-unquote solution, and that's what the left does. Oh, we've got a solution for this and this and this and this. And we're the ones to do it. So just give us more and more of your liberty and property, and we'll take care of it. No, that's wrong. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why I stopped them. There's a number of factors you have to take into consideration. Number one, is the federal government authorized as a matter of the Constitution, that is, our highest man-made law, to be involved in making a solution? If not, then there should be no offer of a solution. Number two, does the state have the authority to get involved in a solution? If not, under the state constitution, it ought to butt the hell out too. Number three, most issues involve you finding your own solutions. You see, Leo and the left have it absolutely backwards. The founding fathers believed that people should be free to live their lives and pursue whatever opportunities they wish. And that doesn't mean you're always going to be winning, you're always going to be successful, because life doesn't work that way, whether the government's involved or whether it's not involved. Life is a series of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And it is important that we teach our young people, those who don't already know, stop turning to the government at any level, for quote-unquote solutions. You have it within your own mind and you're within your own capability to develop your own solutions. So Leo is a drone, like all the other leftists out there. Republicans have to come up with solutions to counter all the Democrat solutions. Plus, I just read some of the list last hour of what the American people actually think. They're concerned first and foremost about the economy, then jobs and terrorism, about what's happening with Social Security and education and Medicare. Healthcare is 7th, 8th, 9th on the list. Global warming is at the very bottom and barely there. So I guess I should have a solution for something that doesn't exist, like man-made global warming. Or I should have an option for government-run health care. Maybe not 100% like the left ultimately wants, but at least 40, 50, 60%, right? Wrong. And yet, we conservatives have many solutions for untangling what the left has done to our country, for containing what the left has done to our country, and eventually reversing course. In that we have many, many proposals for liberating each human being in this country so that you can pursue, as the Declaration says, happiness. It's not a government subsidy or an entitlement. That's not what they meant by happiness. You won't find that anywhere in the founding documents. Do not accept the premise that the left puts before you. Reject it. That's why he sought to talk over me. He wasn't used to people like me saying, wait a minute, I don't even buy that. No, I don't buy it. The government isn't Santa Claus. The government isn't compassionate. The government is a massive conglomerate run by faceless, nameless bureaucrats, by come-and-go politicians who play with your liberty, play with your livelihood, play with your private property as if it actually belongs to them. There have been all kinds of solutions in world history. There have actually been final solutions. So, no, we'll follow the Constitution and we'll make a determination on what the government can and can't do. And wherever possible, we conservatives will advance the cause of individual independence, of self-sufficiency, of liberation. That's where we stand. That's our belief system. We don't pretend to have all the answers for every detailed problem that's in somebody's life, nor should we. In fact, it's none of our business for the most part. The problem with you liberals is you have no governor on yourselves. It's always full steam ahead, no matter where you're going, even if it's off the cliff. Now, if you want to do that by yourself, that's fine by me. The problem is you want to drag all the rest of us with you. That's not fine by me. And the other problem is you leftists, you say there are problems that need solutions when many times there are not problems at all. And the solution is the problem. Yes, I'm on to you. I've debated you fools. I've had to live with you fools for my entire life. I know who you are. I know what you want. I know what you want to do to me and my fellow citizens, and I will be resisting it for the rest of my life, no matter how long I live. You're not compassionate. Your concern isn't for mankind. You're full of hate and jealousy, and you want to spread misery, and you torment us. No, we stand up to you. And get your terms right, too. The difference between a Republican and a conservative and so forth. And a politician and a talk show host. I'm not a politician, and I'm a conservative Republican. Conservative is my ideology. Republican is my party. And when the party is hijacked by non-conservatives, it's not only destructive to the Republican Party, it's destructive to the nation, as it was and will continue to be if there wasn't this grassroots uprising, which there is, and it is a conservative uprising. We keep hearing this phrase progressive, this term progressive, to progressive. I'm well aware of what progressives are and progressivism is. I was well aware of it when I was 15 years old. I don't need to be told about it. But people often use that term progressive because they don't want to use the other term, Marxist. And at least I have the guts to say what it is. And that's why I've spent so many of these programs going into the Communist Manifesto, going into other writings of Marx and Engels, quoting them, telling you who they are, linking them to what's going on today. It's crucial that you know it. That's why I write about it in Liberty and Tyranny and tell you who these statists are and what they're about and what they believe and their mentality and their belief system, such as it is. It is crucial that we know who they are. And they've existed long before the turn of the last century in Woodrow Wilson. They've existed in one form or another since the beginning of man. But Marxism and the Fabian socialists that followed, and he didn't even like the Fabian socialists. The 1800s, that was the crucial period. And it was exported to the United States. Wilson, Theodore Roosevelt, FDR. But this is a philosophy that is a destructive philosophy. Marxism has its basis in tyranny. Progressivism has its basis in Marxism. But if you understand tyranny, then you understand enough. It doesn't matter what we call it, I guess.